Let me pop out this chat. Nah, viewer, your browser aggressively caches tabs. You should also learn and understand what virtual memory is, or paging. Can we recognize, though, that this is basically all you talk about, viewer? So at some point, I'm going to start timing you out, because it's getting, like, really boring to hear you keep asking the same questions. Can we recognize, though, that this is basically all you talk about, viewer? There we go. Sorry. Didn't mean to have that twice. Let me mute Brave. There we go. So yeah, viewer, can you please find something new to talk about? You have 5 comments here in chat, and they were all about tabs. It's getting boring. I'm tired of dealing with you specifically about it. For a new viewer, sure, but for you, you should get it by now. It feels like trolling at this point, especially with a lack of a follow. You're currently making a browser extension to manage yours? Nice. Yeah, I propose conference talks. I've never spoken at a larger one. I've spoken at meetups, but, like, technically I've had pre-recorded talks or online talks, but never actually at a big conference in front of a crowd. The most people I've ever given a talk in front of is probably around 100, and that was at just a Seattle JS meetup. All right, so what we want to do, you're going to go to a conference in April of 2025. Nice. Which conference is that? All right, so we need to head to the Zod docs. Yeah, so I think we end up needing to just write our own validator. Ooh, okay. Yeah, let's throw this somewhere. Code sandbox. No, I don't want to do it with a repository. Just gonna create a new sandbox. Vanilla TypeScript. Vod fiddling. So now we want to add Zod. Oh, Dr. Caxter. Thank you. Appreciate you. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this is just a lie. So now let's just do this. Let's grab the array that I have. We'll paste that. So the validator would then be Zod dot union. We would then spread deep gram voices. Then validator dot parse this object. Yep, parse sync is still the issue there. Let's trigger a retranspile. Nope. So that should not be our issue. Let's update to the latest editor. That might have been the issue. Ah, so this might be part of it. Let me grab the voice type. No. Okay, so here they hate it. So instead, let's do a dot map. How interesting. Okay, so I can't do z.infer the same way I was thinking. I don't think branding is what we want. What I really want is like the string literals, not just the string types. Yeah, no. Yeah, I just don't think we can do it. Yeah, so I think we just need to write our own validator logic. It should be fairly generic enough, though. Yeah, all right. One hacky thing we could do is actually do this as enums. Ooh, see the const assertion docs. Hold on. Oh, so this is TypeScript only. Not quite what I was looking for. Yeah, and if we ended up doing the enum per key approach, it doesn't like guarantee that they're all part of like the same strict like object value. Right, so as an example, if we look at the data set, you'd be able to mix and match, right? Like Aura Astaria EN, but this could be a different value. As long as they're both members of the enum that we generate, they could be mismatched, and that would be a broken experience. So instead, we just, yeah, we need to do an includes. Yeah, so we create a custom validator. So I think one thing we can do then is implements voice provider and extends voice validator, which we don't have yet, but we can make one. It's less of a type at that point, though. JSON schema-based pattern matching. It does mean we'd have to create that pattern, but doable. Is that any more or less effort than just writing a generic function for this, though? Yeah, and I get that. I'm just wondering, is the effort of bringing in that dependency, writing out that schema, is that any more or less than just writing a custom function that crawls the array, looking for the item that's passed? For this specific case, I think it's probably more effort, but I don't know. I think that's a bit trickier. Yeah, I'm not sure. It is worth evaluating. So maybe I write the common validator function. And then we look at the JSON schema approach. I think the big problem is we'd need to build out that JSON schema programmatically, because sure, for DeepGram, we have this hard-coded, but for 11 Labs and PlayHT, you're expected to actually fetch the voices, right? And then at that point, it's dynamic, and building out that JSON schema dynamically becomes even more effort. But I'm not sure. Right, so one big thing to remember is DeepGram's the only one where we know the voices ahead of time. For the other, it's from a fetch event. So we'd have to build up the JSON schema dynamically. And I think that ends up making it more difficult. I'm not saying it does, but that's my instinct so far. So my thought is to first just build this out in a bespoke fashion and then see how we feel about it and if JSON schema would be easier or the same, because I think a learning approach is worthwhile here. Real quick, Zero Day Enjoyer and Opera Singer. Thank y'all for the follows. Welcome. Yeah, for this exact problem, I think it's pretty easy. Yeah, I still think no matter what, even like just generating the JSON schema would be somewhat bespoke. Yeah, exactly, Mike. Yep. That's why we tagged Colin in a tweet yesterday. Like, hey man, solve this for me, please. He didn't get back to us yet. We still need to be productive, so we're just going to do that. Yeah, and I think we just, let's do this part. So we're going to import from common. We don't have anything exported there, but this is going to be export function voice validator. It will take in the voice and the voices. The voice is a single voice. Voices is an array of voices. We need to bring in this type. say return true for now. This does have a bug, and that bug is actually fairly easy. And we can just do that. So we probably don't need this. Easy enough. And then... what I'm wondering here is, does get voices actually need to return a value here? I don't know if it does. Now I like this. All right, so we're gonna do a sync voices. Wait. This I get voices. Right, nice and simple. Promise void, and we call that good. And then beyond that, we have another function that will be text to speech. And it simply returns a promise with a readable stream. Will that autocomplete do that for us? So error synthesizing voice. Voice response, body, empty. Yeah, that is a little odd. Yeah, I can see that. I can agree with that. So, what is the main issue here? Oh, and here, hold on. You can do that. So they don't really give us what the type of this would be. But I bet either... so they only have the Python library. Do they have a TypeScript SDK here? They do. Let's go see what they return as a type from this. So it's just Node.js.readableStream. They're using Axios for that, but that should be fine. Oh. So it might be the wrong type of readable stream. Readable stream any is missing these. It's missing basically every prop. And yeah, it really does just, yeah, it lacks a whole bunch of the methods, right? It only has those 5 in the fetch version of this. All right, so then fetch JS readable stream in Node.js type script. Oh. uint8 array. All right, so now that obeys the type that we set for it. Okay. I'm not sure this is the right API endpoint, so we're gonna have to fix that here soon. All right, so then here in common, export voice validator. And it's actually a function, validate voice. Oh, and yeah, a slash copy. That would have fixed it immediately. So who left one of the company sites on the disaster recovery failover? With 2 thumbs. This guy, right? So yeah, that means it's working. There you go. Good job. Flipping off your dog. Yep. Sorry, I was just looking over in the Discord. And right, validate voice is going to throw. So we can just do that. And I guess here's the big thing. We really only need to pass the ID. So instead of voice here, this will go back to string. We'll update our common function. And yeah, if we're only passing the ID, then we could create an ad hoc Zod validator, or, you know, really we could just loop through and see if the ID is there, right? So instead of even validate voice, maybe it's just get voice by ID. I think I like that API better. Yeah. Oh. And I think they actually had it. Yeah. Oh, there we go. What I'm wondering is, should this actually end up becoming a class? And maybe that's where... some of the voices stuff happens. I think we're making it more complicated than we need to. So we'll do it this way and then maybe refactor later. But, yes, we're going to refactor this to that. Right, so now we know that this is guaranteed to return like that. I'm surprised it's like that. I don't think it is. So we're gonna have to look at what the actual request looks like. Let's look down here at the bottom though. We don't do validator there anymore. So yeah, let's look at the DeepGram APIs now. We might need QuickType open still. Oh, it's already 4:15, huh? Say after this water, we could hop into a whiskey. So if we look at it, it's going to be the speak endpoint, and model is the ID. From there, we want to do headers and method. And this is just key. Dr. Kagster, thank you so much. You might want to hold on to it, though. My birthday's coming up in, like, you know, later this month. Just a few weeks. You know, pace yourself. I appreciate it. Thank you. I know. I'm just having fun. I appreciate it. Thank you. I think it ends up being text is the thing. Right, we want to JSON stringify it. And text comes in there. Yeah, so I think we are close. API key is the value we wanted there. So yeah, this is looking pretty good to me. So now, getting the voices. This is a tricky part. Let's bring in this type. And yeah, this is where we got a little bit of like duplication going. Which is not ideal, but let's say it's doable. Okay, so now 11 labs. Let's go find it. So this is the text-to-speech API right here. Oh, hold on. Well, let's at least replace this here. Ooh, what is model ID in that context? So voice ID I get. Oh, so they have a model fetcher too? Ah, that's annoying. doable, right? We can make it happen. It's just a little annoying. Sorry, just checking something out. But yeah, all right, so... And yeah, hold on, I just noticed a name out there. Holy Diver just got gifted a sub. The reason? You've been out too long in the Midnight Sea. I just noticed that. I thought it was hilarious. No need for applause, it's okay. So hold on, let me go look at how Vapi is configuring the 11 Labs stuff. So I'm okay with hard coding the model for now. There's only 2 of them that Vapi is even using. So 11 Turbo V2, I think that works. Let's look at how the key part works. I think a lot of these things we can leave empty. Yep, we don't need any of that other stuff. So it's just going to be text and model ID. We don't see where the auth is happening, though. So that doesn't look right. I feel like we should be good here. Yeah, we're not seeing where the key goes. Ah, that's right. So XI API key, and it goes in that header. so now we've got the API key on this part. We also need to do it for another part. Why is that yelling at us, though? Oh, yep. And I see... we need that. And realistically... that was it. So yeah, readable stream is now no longer the problem there. And from here... we need to do just the fetching of the voices. And it's probably going to be a map. So return, fetch. Actually, it's not returned yet. Oh, and we could do this, actually. Async await would be just as easy. Let's just do it async await. Okay, so then from there we've got voice ID, which is just going to be ID, and we're going to have name. Thank you for the follow, Jordan Belfort. Really? I am pressing X to doubt. But welcome anyway. Thank you. Yeah, no worries, no worries. So then from here, we want to just return raw voices. Map. let's do this real quick. We're going to grab this whole voice, turn it into a quick type. And this is 11 labs. That has a lot of junk. Okay, so this 11 Labs voice we're gonna have voice ID on it, name, right, we'll do that. This is where we need to do this part. And then, yeah, what is on the voice? It is then these things. There. Okay, so then name, I don't think we end up getting gender from anywhere, so I think we just have to do unknown. And language we will default to for now. So then, yeah, sync voices and all that stuff looks pretty good. Text in the model. Yeah, so the 11 Labs provider looks done. Now we need to do it for Play HT. But, real quick, I have to use the restroom, so give me just a second. Gotta pee. BRB. Back on the right scene? Yeah, awesome. Let me double check I got the right YouTube stuff set up too. Yep, I think we're good. And yeah, I think I can pour myself a beverage. Forgot that it's all gross with Coca-Cola from yesterday, so let me just rinse it real quick. Sorry. Any of us have Flight installed? I don't even know what Flight is. Yeah, what is Flight? Never even heard of it. Small runtime speech synthesis engine. Oh, okay. Yeah, never even heard of it. We're going to continue with the celebratory whiskey tonight. Pacing ourselves slightly. It is the Henry McKenna. Mixed with water instead of Coca-Cola like yesterday. Haven't had it with water for a while. We'll see how well it goes down. Yesterday was the 6-year streamiversary. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, we've definitely got like a bunch of duplication between these classes. Which we could most likely abstract into a common class at this point. We'll consider refactoring that here soon. not important just yet. All right, so here's the Play HT docs. So standard error. Consider the fact that time is a number from 0 to 59. And that may be where that bug is coming from. It does seem like a bug, but I'm just thinking about the root cause analysis. Yeah, it might be representing those numbers. So 44 and 45 give the same result. So I'm wondering... Yeah, okay, so I don't know. I'm not sure. That seems even weirder. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so my guess is probably wrong. Ooh, time is relative. Here we go. Time is an illusion. Lunchtime doubly so. It's always a good day when you can bust out a Hitchhiker's Guide quote. Okay. Yeah, so here's what we'll do. We'll take all of that. That'll go down as something here. Ugh. Alright, I hate it. This is going to be play HT voice. Value is a string. Name is a string. Language is a string. So then voice type doesn't really help us. We do know it's a string at least. Language code string, gender string. Service sample string. Styles is an optional string. String array is kid, Boolean, and is loop. All right, so we got the play HT voice abstracted out. We're going to figure out how to do the auth part, but this becomes play HT voice. And then here, this becomes value, name, language. I'm going to guess it's language code that we actually want. And then accent will be unknown. All right, and there we go. So we need to figure out the auth part for play HT now. We generated the secret key, now we just need to figure out where to put it. Nope, never mind, we gotta do it like this. All right, so there's the fetching of voices. Now we do the text-to-speech thing. We want to make sure we're bringing in the right readable stream. Gonna bring in get voice by ID. The URL we're doing it with is up here. Audio from text. Was I looking at the wrong response here? Oh, get available voices is what I was looking at. Shit. And yeah, that. Is not it either. Wait, what? What? But, huh? Where did we even find this type? So API v1 get voices. That's this one. It doesn't even have the is kid thing anymore. That's so strange to me. All right, well, we just gotta fix it. And hey, Randy Richards, Mr. Sir. How you doing? Is that Rondolph? Right? Is that what your previous name was? Did you change it? Or is it a totally different double R? No worries, Standard Air. Yeah, see you again soon. Yeah, tonight on co-working stream, which is probably what I'll be doing most of the night. I'm gonna be eating some bacon and egg croissants. Probably gonna make 2 of them. They're gonna be good. Vorpine, thank you for the follow. Welcome. And yeah, how's everyone doing today? What y'all up to? We got a different crowd here at the moment. Curious what everyone's kind of doing, what you're having fun with, etc. Let me just double check work here. Your dislike for Terraform grows and grows. Tinkering with Mongo and Spring Boot. Fun. Yeah, anyone who's DevRel curious, Mongo is looking to hire someone that is Laravel focused. Right, specifically to make content and docs for integrating with Laravel. So, could be interesting if you're a Laravel user and are DevRel curious. Just had your breakfast, doing some Twitter browsing. Nice. Now might be the best moment to check out my Twitter post about the steak I had last night. Otherwise, it'll just make you hungry later. Alright, so yeah, I'm not sure... Oh, hold on. Standard premium voices versus just voices. And what's up, unemployed dev? How you doing? What you up to? What stack did I use for React Native? Expo mainly. Oh no, let me go look real quick. Oh, for the back end? Oh, the back end was Architect, arc.codes. The back end doesn't matter that much. Right? That's the fundamental power of separating your back end and your front end. As long as they speak the same open API schema, then you're good to go. So your back end doesn't matter as far as React Native is concerned. Might have been the wrong thing anyway. I'm actually just curious about what I was using library-wise on the election. So yeah. For UI stuff, it was mostly custom, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, native base. Native base was the UI library. That's right. So native base is pretty good. There's another one that I forget the name of. Starts Tamaguchi. It's not Tamagotchi. Tamaguri? Nope. Tamagui, that was it. Yeah, there we go. Not Tamagotchi. Tamagui. So yeah, Tamagui is something I've heard a lot of, like really, really good people kind of speak towards. I mean, I would say, like, the snapshot of what I had is less relevant to you. You're going to build out most of that stuff yourself. But the important library is either Tamagui or native base, right? For, like, components and stuff. Everything else is going to be ad hoc to your project. So just, yeah, spin up a new Expo project and you're good to go. I remember talking with Taz Singh, and he was mentioning that guild.host was migrating to Tamagui. It does still look like the same... Yeah, so they're still on the same version of what they had. I can tell because Tamagui would have theoretically fixed the double highlight problem here. So yeah, they're still working on fixing that part. So, back to the Play HT docs, and hold on. Yeah, no. So, yeah, I forget what endpoint we were looking at, but it was the wrong one. This is the one we actually care about. So it comes back with ID, name, accent. ID, name, sample list string. Accent, age, gender. Then language and language code. Those are required, so they can't be null. Language code is underscored. Loudness is optional. Style is optional. Tempo and texture. Both of those are optional as well. So then up here, name, gender, language code, and accent is accent or okay. So that's how we get those voices. So streaming audio. All right, so text and voice are the only required values? Yeah, it looks like it. The URL we're hitting is that one. Method there is definitely post. And let me just double check the auth. Yeah, so authorization and X user ID, which we have wrong here, but we're doing right. Okay. So we have these two basic endpoints, or not, we don't actually have the endpoint created, right? Our index over here is then gonna glue that stuff together. So this would then be, all right, let's see. So we've got providers right here. We're gonna do just an index.ts in providers. Yeah. All right, so then this is export generative providers. Correct, exactly. All right, so then voice providers is a constant, and that is deepgram. All right, and then here for schema, this is going to be voice. So hold on. Back to Zod Docs. Yeah, and this might not do what we're looking for either. I'd like to make this as dynamic as possible, but we could always just hard-code it. It's not ideal. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Yes, you really just can't do dynamic stuff like this. I'm not sure what you mean, Yeet. I think you can do anything you want. I believe in you. No, I don't know what you're actually asking. Sorry. What did you miss? I think we finished setting up the voice providers at this point, and now we're prototyping out the prompt, like the prompt endpoint, and we're going to try and make that work. So Yeet, that's just copy and paste. I would personally recommend trying to create something from scratch without relying on ChatGPT first. If you want to actually learn web stuff, Free Code Camp is fantastic. right, so we get a generative provider right there. If no generative provider, oh, interesting. Okay, so this part. All right, so once we've gotten the generative provider, from there we can do generative response, which is going to be text after we await it, which is an issue here because this needs to be async. So then, yeah, generative response is a string. I do think there is one thing to remember, guys, that we are probably older, we have been programming longer, and at some point, learning using ChatGPT will be a thing. But I think the biggest point there, yeet, is that none of us here have learned using ChatGPT, so we're not great people to ask about that. We are going to believe in learning the fundamentals. I think that's all there is to it. So instead, if you want our recommendations, it's going to be about learning without ChatGPT. Now, one thing that ChatGPT is pretty good at is when you write something, or when you see a snippet of code, you paste it into ChatGPT for it to explain it. That works a lot better than trying to take code that it's given you that you have no knowledge of whether it's actually correct or not. And hey, J Phils, Mr. Sir, 44 months. Thank you. How you doing, man? Are you going to render ATL? Yeah. But what I'm getting at, Space Case, is you learning Terraform after already knowing other programming stuff is very different from someone learning their first language with ChatGPT. So I want to make sure that distinction is pointed out. None of us here learned about that. You will be at Render? Yeah, dude, I'm going to be there. Yeah, I'm getting like an influencer ticket. I'm pumped. And yeah, like part of like the thing I'm going to be doing while I'm there is I want to like interview some people and, you know, see what, you know, like I want to make some Git cracking content while I'm there, and it's going to be interview style of me asking questions like, what are your most used Git commands? What are some of your biggest pain points? Things like that. That way I can make some interview style content around it later. No, and no worries, Space Case. I'm not trying to diminish it. I'm just pointing out that I don't think anyone here has learned the way that Veet is trying to learn. Or not Veet, sorry, Yeet is trying to learn. So I don't know if we're the best people to ask, right? They're not going to get much support for it. Some of your team will be there too? Yeah, sounds great. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I actually have a coworker that lives down there. They already requested their ticket and everything. I would have actually just given them my extra ticket. I don't technically have it yet though, so I don't know. I don't want to make them wait for it, kind of thing. But like they said, the tickets are on the way, but it'll be happening sometime this week, so I'm going to take that as truth that I should probably book my hotel and my plane flight, because I haven't done that yet. But I don't even have like the ticket in hand at the moment. So that's a whole thing. But yeah, it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'm especially looking forward to the partying and hanging out afterwards. Duh. As is tradition. Anyone who knows me, they know that's my favorite part of the meetups and conferences and all that stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you wake up super early, Space Case. I keep forgetting that. But yeah, tomorrow will be a full day of co-working stream because I got more stuff to do. Definitely got to record some stuff so that I can edit on my way out to the thing and while I'm there. Yeah, man, that's rough. Whew. Do you end up like having to reset your schedule like every week because like sometimes you'll stay up later, maybe gaming with some stoner that's had a bit too much whiskey. Just tired and push through. Makes sense. So we haven't actually done the fetch. So we'll have to consider that here in a second. But when we do text-to-speech, oh, we got these in the wrong order, though. That's going to be just generative response. The voice we want to do that with, we pipe the audio to the client. And then what is this? Just C dot. And I guess here, I'm not sure. Yeah, so we'll wait on that. We got to go look at the Hono docs. But yeah, what you up to there, Stuttgart, Mr. Sir? Yeah, how you doing, Nat? Your sleep schedule's still screwed? That's not good. Not ideal. Oh, so I'm the one that messed up your sleep schedule. Right? My content's just too good. That's my fault. Oh. Improving your English and your coding? Yeah, I think it's fun. I enjoy it. Nice. When I missed a follow, Dark6010. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. How you doing? So there's some flaw in how I am trying to return these streams. Let me do this first. So yeah, I guess I don't work with readable streams that much, but I should. So we got to figure out what's going on here. Alright, so, yeah. That is the native readable stream type, but we're still not converting this part. Let's do as unknown. And just see. A unit test for it? This is way too much of a proof of concept for unit testing. I mean, I think the biggest thing is let's just try and run it and see what happens. Right? I think that's the move. I don't think I want to do an XJS app. All right, so in the meantime, let's go to beat. We're going to use React TS for this, just for making it quicker. We named it My View App, which is wrong. Let's call it app. But how you doing there, Nikito? I'm gonna guess the BR stands for Brazil. So Brazil mentioned. Yep, Brazil mentioned. Alright, so we got this basic app scaffolded up. It's just a React SPA, which is fine because we don't need server-side rendering for any of this yet. All right, so our goal here is we want to just create a really, really, really basic button. I don't care about any of that. I don't care about app.css. That'll make this look real ugly, I think. There we go. And for what this button is actually doing, all right, we can get rid of some of the junk. I don't care about the logo. And yeah, so an audio element. Let me close a few of these that we don't need anymore, or at least not yet. I do expect to have some bugs with the back end still. All right, we'll do a use rec. I guess this is just submit something easy. All right, and then from here, yeah, when we actually do this part, this button is async. And where did we put all this? It is repos, not Vapi. Oh, wrong place. Is that? Interesting. So we're getting life cycle here, and this is most likely related to our casting issue, but we're not getting any log for it. That was not it. Rank blur. Totally different thing. Yes, that other thing was wrong. So I don't want to deploy. I want to do dev. All right, so this is a flaw in the dev experience with Wrangler. I don't think Wrangler update is our problem. All right, time to Google it. That's definitely not the case. Anyone have any idea how to troubleshoot a failing Wrangler dev? Ooh, that's some long output right there. All right, so if we do Wrangler dev dash L. Enable Node.js compatibility. And hey, what's up, Humble Web Dev? How you doing? Aha! So yeah, Node compat. Because we're using Node APIs. We need the Node compat. Which I think breaks other stuff. Really would have loved if they could like show us the failure. But yeah, the dev experience with Wrangler is not ideal. Right, so that's not found. I think we're okay with that. So now when we get back to this part, this would be something like const response equals we do a method post, content type. All right. So then from there, the body we want to send. Oh, you mean over on Gaming Stream? No, on Gaming Stream I was researching lit, which is a web component thing. So yeah, like totally unrelated to what we're doing here on stream. That's going to be for a video for Gatecracking about how we're using lit for our web component compatibility layer across our whole ecosystem. So it's kind of cool. Yeah. And technically, since tomorrow is a full day of work, you know, I'll put in a little bit of stuff on either the video editing or the web component stuff. Maybe a bit of both tonight. But I think I'll want to play a little bit of gaming tonight as well. So we'll cook some food. Yeah, we'll cook up some food. That'll be some bacon and egg croissants. And then... And yeah, man, did I get bit by a spider? I must have gotten bit by a spider. Yeah, judging by the size of it, that was a pretty hefty spider, too. But yeah. Yeah, we'll do some work tonight. Probably get at least one movie in while we eat and stuff, and then might play a game. We got some gaming to do tomorrow night, too. But yeah, tomorrow is a full day of working stuff. So won't be here on this stream tomorrow. It'll be over on gaming stream. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm back. We'll see about Sunday, since I'll be taking most of next week off of stream for Render ATL. I wouldn't mind turning Sunday into a stream day. It's an option. We'll see. But yeah, I at least want to try and get this working a little bit first. So the goal here is we look at the body that we're going to be sending, and it's going to be something like this. Make up lyrics to a folk song. Voice provider is then going to be DeepGram. Right, generative provider, generative model, voice. ID? Yeah, voice ID. Let's go look at the DeepGram stuff for it. And we'll just say Aura Astaria English. And from there, yeah, on the back end, I think I want to log some stuff out. Oh, and we can actually do that out here at the top. All right, so we'll do validated request there. generative response here. I think we're going to end up running into errors over here at some point. I don't know if this actually reboots when we change things, so we'll just do that. Now it's running. I must have killed that server. Oh. What did I do? Oh, yep. Ah, right. So now for Hono, we got to look up how to do cores. It does reload the local server. Nice. Ooh, we're still getting options / prompt. And that would be interesting. Oh, and I already know what I did wrong here. Yeah, so this would be /star. Aha, so prompt 400 bad request. Oh, success false. Aha. Voice provider, voice ID. Username prompt. Generative provider and generative model. Okay, so we get the request JSON. We get the validation result, which is true. We get the validated request. And then we go to somewhere that gets us a bad response. And yes, we're not getting to this point. Oh, and I already know what the issue is there. We commented all of these out. So now we get a 500 internal server error. Which means that this is probably thrown. Oh, incorrect API key. So we do see the .env file there. Yeah, let me just do this. Oh, process.env did not seem to get read. But we are loading .env. Okay. So we cleared that buffer. All right, so it looks like there's an env function I should be using. Okay. So, the big thing I think I'm noticing right, we see env is an empty object radiator. My hunch is that it's not reading our .env file. Let's go look at .env on npm. Is there a CLI version of .env? Maybe that's what I need to do? But let me do this. So, Hono, Cloudflare, and yeah, what you up to, X Factor, Mr. Sir? Oh. So it requires doing it in the wrangler.toml file. This does put a bit of a hamper on things. We could source the variables, maybe? Let me try this real quick.
Just think about me.
Yeah, so that's still empty. I want to make sure I don't dox these keys. All right, so I'm going to import fs from fs. .read file sync. Oh, and now it's not even reading any of that. So it looks like the Wrangler file is the only place that we can do this. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's 7 o'clock, so I should probably get some food in my belly. I didn't sleep that well last night, so I want to make sure I get like a good night's sleep tonight. So I want to end at a reasonable hour. But yeah, so .env is not ideal. Preloading is also not ideal. Maybe .envx is the way to go? Actually, I'm gonna try it first. Yeah. Okay, so then from there, what they're saying is I would go to the package JSON here. .envx run. And that. Okay, so hold on, let me do this. The music's been a bit loud, sorry. So I am seeing the foo value. All right, so let me show you what I got so far. We are trying to load in, right? There are 7 variables being injected from the .env, but they are no longer available, most likely due to the node isolate whatever that Wrangler is doing. So the fix, in my opinion, is to put the env vars in wrangler.toml, but we then need to git ignore wrangler.toml so we don't commit it. We're able to get this foo log value, but process.env ends up being empty. Hold on, one more time. Let me just look at this. I submit. And it stays empty. And we don't even see the prompt thing happening. Ooh, so I'm getting like a pending request. Yep, let's show it. That one's good. So, yeah, when we make a request here, this is pending the entire time, rather than doing what we expected. So it's not even getting into our function that we defined. Over here, possibly due to the hacky process.env stuff we're doing. Yeah, the only way to make this work is to bring the env vars into the wrangler.toml. So, yep, that is our plan of action. Yeah, so that's what we'll end up doing on Thursday. Tomorrow is a work day. Right, all day work day, and then gaming some Baldur's Gate 3 tomorrow night, which I'm looking forward to. Not sure what all we'll do tonight. We'll probably watch at least one film, and then maybe do a little bit of gaming so I can get to sleep at a reasonable hour. But yeah, let's figure out who we go raid. Who's even streaming right now? Is Spiridon still going? He is. It says he's out for dinner. I don't believe it. I don't believe him. So, let's go raid him. He's a good dude. And yeah, he is working on a game using Laravel, HTMX, and raw web components, which is actually hugely relevant to the thing I'll be working on here soon. So yeah, thank you all for hanging out. We made a lot of progress today, right? We got the voice APIs fully abstracted. I think I do also want to maybe work on the abstraction here at some point, because we need to actually fetch the voices for 11 Labs Play HT at some point. I'm thinking when the function is spun up, should probably be okay. But we'll see. Yeah, I'm not 100% positive yet, because Hono does kind of work in a different way than I was expecting. So there's like a bit of a learning curve. And the fact that Wrangler is hiding our env vars from us is not ideal either. But let me say farewell to everyone hanging out over on YouTube. Thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it. I'll see you on Thursday. So later YouTube, later Algora.